I'm going to show you how to create a payment form to sell or collect money in minutes. And the best part of all is that you can use this 1 year for free if you sign up in time. So head on over there and sign up for that free plan right now that you can use for 1 year. And after that, not to worry, it's super affordable. Now this is paymentform.io, and if you check out their pricing, you can see here that it's only $5 a month after that first year. So getting to use this for a year and selling products, you're gonna make money really easily. Now to use this, it's actually pretty easy too. The way that Payment Form created the form system is to be built really easily, and that's what I'm gonna show you right now. This is Payment Form dashboard, and we're gonna be able to create a form really easily and right away. So let's go into create a form, and you have several templates available that you can start using right now, including starting from scratch. But I do recommend that you start off with a template. Now, there's a donation form that's super easy to kick off, and there's the e-commerce form, and then there's a fundraising form. And after this, they're still working on this. There's going to be the event form and the membership form that's going to come later on. In this case, I'm going to show you the donation form and the multiple product. So let's go ahead and use this form to get started. So I'm going to get started with the donation form and how you can use this really easily. Now be aware that I do recommend that you connect your payment system first, which I'll show you afterwards, all right? Right now, this is the kickoff of the form. We have a quick view on the right of how this form is actually going to view right now. And if I open this up, this is actually viewable right now. Now, be aware that this demo doesn't have a payment gateway connected. That's why we have that little message there, right? So this is like the overall view of that payment form. And then we have the fields over here. We can go ahead and view the form right here to see how it's actually going to view and perform. You can see we can use it right now to kick off and get some donations. Now be aware that there's no payment gateway connected yet because I haven't connected it, right? Now currently we are in the donation setup process. Now over here we have the currency setup. I can select the currency that I'm going to use for my local currency, the default amounts, and I can add another default amount, for example, $55, and it's super easy to do so, plus the minimum donation amount. So if you want to type in the donation, that is possible too. And if you don't want to accept anything lower than $5, not because you want to be greedy, but because there's some fees that you need to pay beforehand, so maybe 5 would be the minimum. You decide what you want to use there, right? And then select the payment frequency, just a one-time go, a monthly payment for the donation, or a yearly payment, which is pretty cool that we get all these options to a recurring payment. Then we have the actual fields for the form. Now remember, on the right, we're actually previewing this form. Right now, we're asking for the name, email, phone number, and the message, and we can modify all of this right here. I can edit the name really easily, hit enter, we're good to go. Go into the gear icon to edit the fields right here. So right now we are requiring the first name and the last name, but if we want the middle name too, we can also enable this, but not make it required. And it's up to us if we want to enable this or not. It's super easy to customize all of the fields right here by selecting the element that you want to modify. Now, if I want to add a new element, just click on the plus button, and there's several elements available for us to start adding right here. For example, if you're going to ship a product, then you obviously want to ask for the shipping address. If you want to ask for the billing address, phone number, multiple text, drop downs, date and time, repeat, HTML for high customization, that is all possible right here in payment form. So again, I can add more fields, customize it even more, but I mean, we're requesting the most important data here. Maybe in the message say, why are you donating? Could be a question, and it could be optional. It's up to you, right? Then we have the settings for this particular form. We have the header image, which we can replace right now really easily by replacing it and uploading one right now, or just keeping the one that's already there by default in the template. Then we have the description for this. Right now it says donation form, give donation for education. Obviously you want to set this up to what you're actually going to use this for. So if you're going to accept donations for a church, for medical attention, or for something, just go ahead and add the details right here, right? So that's like the main overall settings. Then we have the customization of the theme. Font family, colors for the background and the accent color, the payment gateway. Remember I told you we need to connect payment gateways in order for this to be used, which I'm just using for demo purposes, but there's other payment gateways that I'll show you in a bit. So once someone submits the donation, they're gonna get a thank you message. Obviously, I would recommend that you write something really nice, because if they donate, at least take the time to write something really decent here in the thank you page, all right? Then we have the terms and conditions here, which you can enable, and they can view this on the form if they select it. And the good thing about this is that it's super important, especially in certain countries that are requiring this, okay? So you can enable it really easily from here. The emails for the notification. So here's the content. You have variable fields that you can use. If you want to use other variable fields from the actual form fields, you can go ahead and select it right here and select the variable field that you want to display in the actual message. Now, this is the notification email. If you don't want to have notifications, turn that off. Then we have the autoresponder email. Again, go ahead and customize this to your own needs. Super easy, practical, straightforward, and that's what they thought about here on payment form, all right? Then we have the invoice system. So when they make a donation or they purchase a product, obviously they're going to get an invoice. So for why did they donate or why did they purchase a product? So you got all the customization right here to add your logo, details, fonts, colors, etc. All of this can be customized right here really easily again. Then we have the tracking manager. Do you want to add MetaPixel for retargeting with ads? So you can enable this and add your pixel ID. Do you want to enable Google Analytics to track what's going on? You have all these available options here. Password protect the form. So in case you do want a password protected, hit yes and password protected right here. That way, if you have a use case for it, then go ahead and password protect it. Then the form status. Is it going to be enabled, disabled, or expires on a specific date? So if you are collecting donations for a specific date, for example, after a surgery for someone that you're collecting donations for, then go ahead and specific expired date. So you can set that right here. For example, this is going to be on the 31st. So we're just going to collect donations until that date, and then it's going to disable automatically, which is super cool that we have this option here. Once we're good to go, let's go into the Publish tab, and we have the publishing settings. So we can go ahead and share the link right away. And yes, they do have custom domain in case you don't want to use the subdomain from payment form. So that is possible in the settings in the beginning, which I'll show you in a bit, all right? Then you have the embed code option. So if you don't want to use custom domain and you want to add this into a website, just go ahead and copy this and add it over there. Then you have a few settings here to set the width and height for the form, all right? Share in social media and share via QR code. You can generate a quick QR code you can download and print it on a flyer, on a billboard, etc. But it's just super easy and practical. Once you're good to go, we can go ahead and share this and open this in a new tab and start collecting donations right away. So it's easy and practical to receive donations with payment form, all right? So that is for receiving donations. How about selling products? Well, just as easy as donation is gonna be the products too. In this case, we're gonna select multiple products. Then we have the option to select single grid view, list view, or table view. My favorite one is the single grid view. Why? Because I think it's the most modern, clean look in my opinion, but you have the other options available in case you want to use that. Once we're good to go, we're going to go through the setup process of the main section, which is the e-commerce setup. Then we have fields, settings, and publish, just like we would with the donation system. Now in e-commerce setup, we have the option to use filtering, so show filter by category. If you don't want to allow that, you can go ahead and remove that and also remove the sorting, and that will be removed over here on the actual form. In this case, this is a super practical option unless you have 3 or 6 products. But if you have multiple products, you definitely want to have that on, all right? Here we go. So we have 3 products right now. I can turn off a product really easily. So if I'm out of stock, I can turn it off really easily from here. I can delete it and I can edit this specific product right here. I can upload more images. I can set my name, the description for this specific product, the unit measurements. So if there's a package, kilograms, a box, etc., set that there. Then we have categories. And in this case, we have categories for this specific form, which is like a store per se, all right? Then we can add more categories from here in case we want to create, and also subcategories. So yes, it is highly customized right here, right? Then we have the variants. In this case, we have variants for colors and variants for style. In colors, you have orange, blue, and green, and you can add more options, or you can add variants for the size of the hat they are going to sell. It's up to you what you want to use in variants. And the pricing and stock. For example, right now, I might not have medium, so I don't want to turn off the whole product. I just want to turn off medium because that stock is gone, or the stock just finished automatically with the sale. So if I have 79 in stock and it finished by selling it in the form, it's going to automatically block to be not sold anymore, right? And we have all the colors available here to set the variants and the stock for those specific colors. So highly customizable and super easy and straightforward. Then we have the categories. So as you can see, we can set the categories when creating the product or from here. I would recommend doing it from here first. Add the categories, all the categories that you're going to use, and then set those up over there on each individual product. So you're not going back and forth, all right? Currency and tax. So in this case, it's USD, and set up the currency that you want to use for your products that you want to sell, all right? Then select the tax rule or create a tax rule. So you have a tax rule depending on your country. Go ahead and set that up over here. Now you can see it took us back to the main section, which is something that I would recommend doing first before building your forms, right? Then we have the shipping fee. We can enable shipping right here or disable it if you'd like. Delivery options, store pickup, home delivery, add more options. For example, you can add a free shipping, but it's going to be slower, or fast delivery and it's going to be more expensive. You can set all of that up right here. And yes, they do have coupons that you can create right here depending on your use case. For example, I can say 10 off and we have a 10% off coupon code. I can make this recurring. The discount rules, the discount type. Is it going to be based on percentage or a flat rate? Since I'm saying 10 off, it could actually be both. For example, it could be a fixed rate of $10 off or a percentage. So for example, in this case, 10%. Minimum purchase amount, $100. Include shipping fee, yes. Make shipping fee free, that's up to you. Usage limits, for example, total usage limits. For example, it can only be used 2 times. Limit per user, per email, again, 2 times. And you can also set a schedule for this, for a start and end date. Maybe that promotion is going to be over after the 4th of July or Christmas, etc. And you have those options available here to start creating your coupon codes. So just like that, I've just created a 10% off coupon code that can be used only 2 times. So super easy and practical. And then we have the fields like I've showed you before. In this case, we are requesting the billing address and the shipping address, which would be highly recommended. The settings, which we saw already, and the publishing options, again, which we saw already. Now that is for building the forms, which you saw was super easy. How about the payment gateways? Well, that's actually pretty easy too. These are the payment gateways available as of this video. They are adding more. For example, Square is on plan and that's going to be coming soon, but we got the most popular ones available already. Just go ahead and connect now and go through the setup process. The tax information, custom domain, just go ahead and create the domain that you want to use here. A subdomain would be the best option, and then go ahead and connect it through your DNS. Webhooks option, so if you want to add a webhook to send out the details for all the forms or a selected form, that is a great option, because if you want to automate even further, that is possible through the webhook. You can send this to the Zapier, Pabbly Connect, Integrately, etc., or custom app that you have, and send that data via webhook. So super easy and practical. The activity log of what's going on, and all the files are going to be listed right here. So tell me in the comments if that wasn't easy. This is one of the easiest ways that you can start selling products or take donations right away. So I hope you like this video. Please let me know here in the comments what you think about payment form and what you would like to see in the future. And that's a wrap.